I'm Tanner, and this is the podcast.
Okay.
Right. This is 20 more frame.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. Let's let's start this off. Tanner, we brought
What's
Larry
up?
back.
It's nice to talk to Larry again.
It's
Oh, yeah.
episode 20. Podcast number 20.
Oh, fine.
Welcome back, Larry.
Wow. I'm back.
Yeah.
Well, this is weird. I'm staring at my computer. This is not in
Yeah.
person.
Uh, it's okay. That's why you have the webcams. You can stare at us.
You know, if someone wants to buy me a webcam, I would love to use it.
Dude, if we make that good money. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. Let me check Amazon.
It's like 30 bucks for like
Yeah. My
pretty
webcam,
good
I think my
webcam.
webcam was like 20 bucks. It was just like recommended. I'm like, dude, that's great. It's like 1080p for 20 bucks. Totally worth it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Let's check. All right. Ooh. Yeah, no, it's actually 30 bucks, but we'll see.
All right.
All right. So,
One second.
okay. This is going great so far.
Tanner already left.
Tanner has left us twice.
It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Last week I had to do it 2 weeks ago was when we recorded it, but Tanner couldn't be here for live last week, so I was like, I'll just push it. But I couldn't figure out how to edit the webcam, so it's just the webcam on Discord. So I was capturing Discord, so I couldn't use my computer for the videos.
Oh,
But this week
Okay.
I figured out how to crop on Discord, so
okay.
I
Okay.
can use my computer. Last week I was using my phone for the notes, cause yeah. This is like the third retry of the podcast. So round three, we're slightly more prepared.
Good, good.
Yeah,
Kind of know what we're doing.
yeah. Below us for me and Larry's are Instagrams. Tanner doesn't want his Instagram public.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Oh,
it's
wait. Let me check out this channel.
yeah, it's
Shoot.
at
What's the channel
Larry
called?
underscore 8 and mine's at Asian Fried Rice 123 because you know that's where
Hey,
the
I
boys at.
realized that I don't know where we're streaming this.
Oh, I will
Oh yeah, I want
post.
that link.
Oh yeah.
I want to see what we did
Okay.
or what you did.
All right. I sent it to you guys on Facebook because it's faster.
EY.
Oh, okay.
All right. But yeah. So
Time to watch.
yeah,
Time to
yeah,
listen to
yeah.
myself talk. Oh, that'll be fun.
TY.
Okay.
Ah,
But yeah,
Oh,
okay.
we've got an ad. We've got an ad, boys.
we've got an ad. Man, I wish I
Triple
could make
Frontier Netflix. We got an ad.
I wish I could make money off that.
Why do you use this picture? My haircut hair is so bad.
Because you look happy. And you have a mic, so it looks like you're talking, but you're frozen.
There's other pictures where I have a mic, I think.
It's okay. Before that webcam gets here, we'll use those ones in the
Okay.
future.
This is literally the worst haircut I've ever gotten ever.
It's okay, Larry. You have hair. That's all that
You're
matters.
right. Yeah. I got this haircut when so one of my friends, he's like, I was like, yo, I need a haircut. And he's like, dude, I got you. I'll cut your hair. And I'm like, okay. And it was like spontaneous. So like a few days later, I went to his house or his no, I went to his girlfriend's apartment.
Hmm.
And then so he's cutting my hair and then like he doesn't really know what he's doing. And
He's just using
basically
scissors.
yeah, and it turned into that and what it is now, and then like took an hour
Oh man.
to give me a bowl cut by accident.
Tanner, Tanner.
Yeah.
We should have convinced Larry to go to my mom's place. Would have taken her
Yeah,
like
that
15
could have been
minutes,
good.
and she's kind of a bit of a professional, but you know.
mean, usually
learning.
I
You
just
know,
go
I
home.
haven't gotten a haircut
Yeah.
from your mom.
Or
I
oh
just
yeah,
go to the
Yifan
great clips.
Yifan has.
Yeah.
Yifan Yifan's like it's great. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This time we made our topic list more than 10 minutes before recording. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
So we'll
who put the random parentheses?
That's me.
yeah,
Okay,
That's
I
that's
me.
just do with
Tanner's
Tanner.
notes. Okay. So I'll start at the top.
Yeah.
I get I don't remember who put it,
You
but
know, these
someone
don't
put
have to be in this order.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
All right.
we can start at the top.
We'll start at the top. Apex Legends. I haven't played it yet. Have you guys
Oh,
played it?
I played it
I have
a
not
little
played
bit.
it.
Nice.
I just played it with Dan.
How is it?
It's pretty fun. I
Yeah.
actually like it better than the other battle royales.
Nice. All I
And
know
it's
is my cousin who played Fortnite for the last year and a half, he says it's too hard, but he was also bronze in League, so I don't know.
Okay.
yeah, I don't think he's credible.
Yeah, I don't have a good frame of reference.
So
And
Larry,
Um,
I have a question to you.
Sure.
Okay, so when I watched some Apex Legends, it looked so incredibly fast. What does the game play feel like?
yeah,
Well, I play like Melee and I play Smash, so like to me, Apex Legends is like normal paced and like slow, but
Okay.
like it is fast. Like compared to like Fortnite and like PUBG,
Mm.
and like the games like are really fast. Like you drop, like there's a lot of times you drop, you punch someone, you get punched, you die, do it again,
Okay.
right?
nice.
But like there, you can also like there's only 60 people in the total, and the map is like super small. So you actually encounter like plenty of people. Then like the games are like 20 minutes max,
That's
and
good.
Okay.
like usually like they end within like 5 or 10 minutes because you get wrecked.
Wait,
But it is like difficult, but there's, but it's not that bad. It's just like learning how to shoot people
okay.
and
Wait, Larry,
getting
did you
used
play
to like
PUBG
guns.
with Yifan in them?
A little bit, not much.
Okay, cause I like some. I skipped the entire battle royale genre, cause I was like, dude, my little cousin's playing H1Z1, and I'm like, who's playing H1Z1? Trick2G and a bunch of other random people who like suck at League of Legends. So I was like, I'm not paying for a game to play with people worse than me. And then PUBG came out, and I'm like, I'm not paying $40 to play like 5 hours, and then no one wants to play again.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
Fortnite came out, and I'm like, I'm not playing with my cousin. He was bronze in League.
I mean, like
So
they're fun games. Like
yeah. But it was those games like I personally wouldn't enjoy it without playing with like friends.
yeah,
So
Mm.
and I'm like, I don't think that's not going to be the next big game for us. That's going to last 10 years.
No, I can tell
sure.
you when I played Fortnite for like 2 weeks in the summer,
hmm
Oh yeah, I
like it was
forgot
so
about that.
boring. It was so boring. I was playing by myself and I
Yeah.
landed in that very large tree area and I just ran around maxing wood and eating mushrooms for shields. That's
I think
all
that's
I
your
did.
problem.
Yeah, Tanner.
That was 2 weeks.
You're
2
playing
weeks.
it wrong, Tanner. I did try the CS:GO. The CS:GO one's actually not that bad.
Why?
Yeah, CS:GO,
I've
they
heard
have.
the Black Ops 4 one was okay.
Yeah, I heard that one's good, but I think Activision's the one that runs it.
Yeah.
They're not like hardcore supporting it. So they're
Yeah.
just
I
like,
mean,
Dude, check out these DLCs."
we have EA who runs Apex, so
Yeah. Yeah,
what?
so
And then they release Anthem like 2 weeks later.
yeah, questionable. But yeah, Apex might be the one I try, dude. We'll see.
Apex is really fun, and
Yeah,
like
we'll see.
honestly, I don't play by myself. I play like around
Yeah.
3 games by myself, and like the rest is just like,
Okay, Larry, I have one other question for you.
yo.
Okay, so Fortnite, we knew it was gonna die from the moment it came out. Is Apex Legends here to stay?
Yeah. Is it the next
mean-
big esport?
It's been 2 weeks.
Is it the next big esport? I
or
didn't
like it's been
hesitate with
two
this
and a half
question.
weeks or whatever. Is it? I don't know. I honestly don't know too much about like esports and like how like about all runs and like with the teams and stuff. Like I don't know that much about it,
Okay.
but like it'll last for a while, definitely.
That's good.
Um, I think it'll stay around for
Okay.
Nice.
a while,
Nice.
and I think they're like it's kind of unbalanced. It's a little bit unbalanced. Like some of the characters have one character in particular has the most garbage hitbox and is impossible to hit, and then you have three other characters who are fat and
Oh, yeah. So
and
just have like
so
giant.
they're meat shield, and everyone has the same amount of health.
Oh,
So
really?
Oh wow, that doesn't work.
so it's like yeah. So these three characters are obviously like so much worse because it's impossible to. It's too easy to shoot them, and it's impossible to shoot one of them.
Is it
So
limited to one character per game, or can everyone be one character?
no, limited to one character in the game. But there's like, is there 8 characters? Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is really fun. It's fast paced. Guns are cool.
All
Um,
right.
they at first they feel kind of weak for me, but like eventually you just get used to them.
Okay, Tanner. We should try Apex.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Dude, but speaking of esports though, did you see what I posted on the that picture I posted?
this 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 one.
Yeah. The one in our notes.
Yeah, yeah.
Tanner, you looking at it?
No, I have no idea where it is.
Tanner,
What,
it's a
Tanner?
it's the only picture on our
Just
notes page.
open the doc.
Yeah.
Oh, on the dock?
Yeah,
Oh
on the
yeah. Oh
dock.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you see? It's the newest Simpsons episode coming out this Sunday. It's
Oh,
called E My Sports.
nice.
And the bar from what I can gather, they talk to Riot Games, Team Liquid, and then like Steve from Team Liquid.
Oh,
And I think from the premise is it's Bart and everyone gets huge into like the parody version of League of Legends,
Okay.
and then Bart gets good enough to be on a pro team,
with his
Okay.
and
friends.
it's his friends Nelson, the nerdy kid, I don't remember his name, the
I
fat
don't know.
nerd, and then I think so there's a girl with blue hair, and I think there's a Korean kid in the middle. My
Oh,
first impression of
Is
it
that
was
Baker?
it's
Baker?
Baker.
that's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. But my first impression was that's not realistic. There's not enough Korean people there. But
Messed
yeah,
up. That's messed up.
but it's
Yo, so
hilarious.
so if this picture were league though, right?
Uh-huh.
It to me it's looking like Bart's their top laner. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
I'd assume so, but
Yeah,
Wait,
because that
I think
guy. Yeah.
playing League is it more difficult for the Simpsons since they each have 4 fingers each
Hmm.
on each hand?
um there's a dude who hit gold in Korea playing with the straw. So
You're right. You're right.
so,
People can get good.
where there's a will, there's a way.
You're right.
But yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. I saw that and I'm like, The Simpsons is running out of things to do.
I mean, it is like a topic
Yeah,
that people
yeah,
care
but
about.
it's it it's just
Yeah.
hilarious because
y-
like they try to be pop culture relevant, but then you
Yeah.
see this and you're like, this could either go really well or it's gonna be one of those episodes that everyone's like, what Simpsons episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've got to say, this fourth guy who would be in this ADC position.
Yeah, that's the nerd.
I'm really identifying with that look right there, guys.
All right,
That's how I'm feeling.
all right,
But
yeah. I just found it super hilarious.
yeah.
Let's see.
It should be. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched like an American cartoon since SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's
Not
that's what
years
I
ago.
mean. Is like I feel like The Simpsons is for all the people who like still have cable and haven't moved to Netflix. and online streaming. So I question if it's like, oh, dude, you're gonna get enough people that are like, I play games like that. That appeals to
Mm.
me. I'm just concerned we're gonna get like, why are these millennials playing the video games? You
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
you know, they're like, hey, let's introduce this older generation to what the new kids are doing, and they're like,
Mm.
why are these millennials doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that Simpsons episode where they made fun of like the legacy scholars where Mr. Burns is like he donates money to one of the local colleges and he sees that they're all like super PC and he's like, what is my money going towards? That's the kind of crowd I think the Simpsons still attracts. So I'm not I feel like they did their due diligence in making it not like, you know, other esports type parody shows, but I-
Okay.
I'm just concerned the audience is gonna be like, go get a real job, you know.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
see how it turns out.
I
It might
mean,
be
you
good.
gotta remember, like my parents, like they didn't even know about League until probably a year and a half after I started playing it. So
Yeah,
they
Tan,
don't know what's going on that. But
yeah, Tanner. I feel like your parents would watch The Simpsons.
no, they don't actually. House we watch practically everything that's not like popular.
Ah,
So
okay.
we've
I
never
see.
watched The Simpsons.
Ah, dude. Speaking of things that no one watches.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, feeling.
I there was a in Japan, the show Power Rangers is based off. It's called Super Sentai. It's like
Okay.
dying out over there because it's like it's getting repetitive, and they're like, we gotta figure out how to make money with the kids. So they keep making stupid like toy designs for the show. So the kids are like, I want to play Fortnite. What is this stupid robot looking thing? So like the like in it was I think they're on like the 42nd or no, they're on like the 43rd season this year.
Oh,
No,
dang.
So
no.
like at 35, it was super hype because 35 was like the whole
That's
gimmick
a
was
lot
the
of
that
dude.
year's team could transform into any of the previous teams, and everyone's like, dude, that's hype. That's the greatest thing ever. The show hit like record year sales, and then like it got worse the next year, and then the following year it was like, dude, this is the greatest thing ever. And then it's been on a slow decline since. And the parent company that basically sells the toys that owns a lot of the properties is like, man, if this show keeps losing us money, we can't keep it running. So they were like, we need to build hype. So they had the original Power Rangers was based off like a dinosaur theme one,
Yeah.
and it was like super successful over there. And they're like, man, every time we do dinosaur themes, the kids love it. So the new season coming starting like this Sunday over there is dinosaur themed. So the previous
Mm.
I
season was
see.
terrible. They were like, let's make a new concept that people won't know. It'll be two teams of Power Rangers. One will be a bunch of thieves. One will be a bunch of police people, and they will fight each other. Everyone was like, that's a terrible idea, and it showed because they lost a lot of money. So
Oh,
so this year they were like, all right, we need to max hype this. So normally the season
so they
end
want back the
the
dinosaurs?
yeah, so the season ends normally around February, and there's like a month-long gap where they
Mhm,
don't have any shows or any
mhm.
any new episodes. So this time they were like, dude, what was popping off? Dragon Ball Super, that greatest tournament. They were like, which was like basically everyone in the universe is fighting each other.
Yeah.
They were like, that's
Mhm.
hype. Let's do that. So the premise is they pulled a bunch of uh the suits basically from all the previous years and they were like, dude, we picked all of you for this strongest battle tournament. The winner gets a wish. And so basically it was just 4 episodes of this tournament where a bunch of previous Power Rangers in Japan were fighting each other and it was hype.
Uh,
I see.
Yeah. I
Oh my
finished. It
goodness.
ended last Sunday. I watched it and I was like, I feel so empty. That was great.
I feel like they're just running out of ideas. Like, just
Yeah,
trying to make it
yeah,
live.
I
yeah.
mean,
This one was just supposed to hype up like the new season though, because it was like they had the tournament and then it was like at the beginning of every episode, it was like it intro two of the Rangers were walking around and it was like slowly introducing basically the toys for the season.
Oh,
And then
what?
there was just this reoccurring enemy that was this sentient armor that would take over
hmm,
someone and would like almost kill everyone. So
Oh, it's so
they
cute.
fought they fought the armor thing, and then they're like, crap, this thing like almost killed us. And the new people just walk up, they're like, dude, check out our new toys. And it's like they're they get like this sleeve that powers them up, and they just run up and two-shot the armor, and they're like, our job here is done, and then they just walk away.
Quality.
But yeah,
What a
I
power
watched
scaling.
yeah, I watched it. I'm like, dude, I don't I don't speak Japanese well enough to watch it raw, so I have to wait for subs. But I'm like, I'm hyped. I'm ready for next week. But yeah, that was what I was enjoying for the last month. I'm like every week I'm like, dude, let's go. Give me more subs.
I see.
But yeah, which reminds me of it's kind of cuz it's kind of like in Avengers 1 when you see like all the heroes like fighting each other
Hmm.
when they're all like disagreeing because
Yes.
most of the time in the show's history, the Super Sentai show, they don't actually fight each other. They're all most of them are like, dude, we're all good people. Every once in a while, they'll be like, dude, he's brainwashed. But these guys are all like, I got it's the prize is like you get any wish, no strings attached. So they're all like, dude, I want that wish. So they're all actively trying to beat each other.
Quality.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, that's like Avengers. Tanner, have you
Man.
seen Endgame, the trailer
I've not
for
seen
Avengers?
Endgame, but I am hyped for Endgame.
What about you, Larry?
I still haven't watched Infinity War,
Oh wow. Okay.
so also I haven't seen the trailer yet either.
Uh, dang. I'm I don't I don't know how to feel about it. I'm like I like Marvel movies, but I feel like I'm not the people that like they'll put out a movie and they're like, dude, that's the greatest movie ever. I'm just like, most of them are okay.
No, I just like follow it for the
Yeah,
storyline
yeah.
and then just like the Thor storyline in
Hmm.
particular, like most of the other Avengers and storylines I don't really care about at all. So,
Hmm.
um yeah, I don't know. I've been getting really annoyed at Marvel recently, but
Have you
Sorry,
watched Captain Marvel yet?
I have
no,
not.
no, I
Okay.
probably won't
There
honestly.
have been a lot of
Tan
mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like terrified of it cuz I assume it's a Marvel movie, so it's like probably not bad, but probably like
Yeah.
mediocre. Cuz Marvel fanboys are like, "Dude, that's the greatest thing to ever touch the screen." Every time a new movie comes out, and then
Yeah.
where they're like, "Dude, it's not your standard white man, even better." Even better. You know, like Tanner might be labeled a racist cuz he doesn't like Black Panther. I'm
It's
just
Uh,
kidding.
not
I'm
best
kidding,
picture of
Tanner.
the year, people. It's not.
I'm kidding, Tanner.
I think Captain Marvel, like, there has been like a lot of people who like didn't understand what the movie is for and like what the
Yeah.
message was going to like get across, so like they didn't like it. But there's also and like to them it's really great.
Yeah. No, I mean the thing I know about Marvel is like Captain Marvel, the movie is gonna be important to the storyline, so
Yeah.
that I'll have to watch it. But quite honestly, I don't really want to watch it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not,
I
Tanner?
have no clue who Captain Marvel is. I have no clue.
Tanner,
I've never even heard of this thing.
When
what
Iron
you
Man came out, no one knew who that
Yeah,
guy was.
Tanner, you didn't know who Iron Man was.
I knew of that big iron giant, so that's what
Wait,
I was going
that's
off.
that's not how that
Completely
works.
different. Completely different. Not even close.
Oh, dude, it is funny though. The in Super Sentai, there's a character named Captain Marvelous. So in like a bunch of Super Sentai groups on Facebook, they're like that X-Men meme where they're like, "Show me who you really are," or they're like, "My favorite captain." It's like Marvel Captain Marvel, and they're like, "That's not you," and it's like, and then the next one is DC's Captain Marvel, Shazam, and they're like,
Oh,
"That's not it," and then they're like Captain Marvelous, and the person's like, "Perfection." I'm like, I agree.
Hmm.
man, Shazam looks
Yeah.
pretty funny though.
Yeah, I'm hyped for Shazam. Tanner, what do you think about Shazam?
I've never seen it. I know the main
I,
actor.
I,
I've never heard of
I don't think it's
Shazam. I
I
have
don't
no
know if it's
clue.
out yet, but what do
I
you
don't
think?
think like I don't really care. Like, yes, I don't know who the character is. When I watch movies, like, it's not like I'm gonna know every character in
Yeah,
the movie,
yeah,
or like
Tanner.
even the main character. Like, I don't know who that guy is, but like,
Yeah,
it looks funny. So
Hmm.
yeah. Tanner, are you one of those people that like if it's based off a book, you have to read the book first?
Oh no, absolutely not. I actively avoid books.
Oh,
what are
So
you
I'll
doing?
I'll watch. I'll value the movie version of the book.
I
okay.
So
think I
I'll
just haven't
actually.
hung out with Tanner in like way too long. I'm so confused right now. I
You
forgot
for
like all the
you
weird
forget
tendencies and stuff.
you forget the Tannerisms.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I can only study facing west.
It's true.
What?
Tannerisms.
It's true.
When did this happen? I don't remember this.
No, no,
It's like,
that's an exaggeration. But
well, it's
Tanner has
mostly true.
given
It's
me Tanner has given me examples where he's like, I can only study at home between this
yeah.
hour and this hour, facing this
Mhm.
way.
It's
Tannerisms.
true. If it's between 4 and 6, I have to be at this one window laying on the ground. It's the only place I can actually be productive between 4 and 6.
Yeah,
But
but yeah,
Oh my.
yeah. I feel like Endgame, they're just gonna time travel. They're gonna, cause the
yeah.
prevailing the,
Whoa.
cause oh,
Spoiler.
I forgot. So yeah, spoilers. But
Spoiler.
yeah,
I haven't seen Infinity War. I have
okay.
no idea what's going
You
on.
know, someone.
Spoilers.
Okay, okay, I forgot. All right. Well,
Okay.
we'll talk about Avengers when Larry catches up,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
or
It'll be a while.
when Tanner comes back from the dead again.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Oh, goodbye, Tanner.
Yeah. Tanner is dying again this season.
Tanner, what are you doing
Yes.
after graduation?
I'm not graduating in May.
What?
What?
Tanner,
Are you
Yeah.
doing your
Yeah. Yeah.
masters?
are you doing 5 years again? Are you sticking to the 5-year plan?
No. 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 I'll talk with you guys.
Are you
Off
graduating?
screen.
Are you graduating in summer?
No. No. After fall semester.
Okay,
I'll
but
talk to you guys
okay,
off screen.
just making sure you're
All right,
not
all right.
doing the I can graduate in 4 years and then you just do an extra year for fun. You're not doing that, right?
So I'll explain it like this to the viewers. Uh, Essentially, that is what I'm doing, but
Tanner.
for reasons.
Okay,
But
okay.
for reasons,
It's
it's
not for
not like
fun, right?
absolutely
It's not for fun.
what?
It's not for fun, right?
Not for pure fun.
Okay, because how you described it a year ago, you were like, I'm just gonna take another extra year.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah. No,
Tanner, you work at the Prime Center. You don't make enough money to pay for that.
yeah, no. I'm not like
Wait.
trying to take like
Fine.
I don't know, some business
A
management
reverse
classes.
a reverse gap year.
I'm so confused.
Just, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. There's actual purpose to
Okay.
it, but in terms
Okay.
of the purpose, it is more fun based, I guess.
Okay.
All
I'm
right, you
just
can
make
explain to us
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just making sure. But
I
Spe-
mean, if you really need that gap year there, it's
yeah.
fine. I think.
Well, I
But,
mean,
like,
actually, so how it turns out, and I'll tell you guys the specifics after, but um, basically next year I don't even have class. So it's like I have one class in fall, so it's
Oh,
not
okay.
really.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like I get a gap year anyway.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're not doing a full 15, 18 credit course load for
Oh
fun. That's how
no,
you
no,
described
definitely
it to
not.
me, and ever since I've been like, Tanner, turn off the Tannerism.
No, I am definitely on the burned out side of things,
Yeah,
guys.
Okay.
If I'm a light bulb, like I've not been working for a solid few years now, so
I mean, you have been working pretty hard recently.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
Tanner. How
What's
is
up?
it being the last survivor of the Prime Center before it
The last survivor. I did win the battle royale. No, I didn't. But
I guess you could say that. Yeah. Even James left.
no, yeah, it's kind of weird. You know, Mary's leaving in like 2 weeks.
Wait,
It's
the
just gonna
center's
be.
still open?
It's still open. I think it's still open at least through May, from what I hear
They
right
said
now
they were
from
Oh.
Carol.
closing like
Yeah, I thought they were done.
yeah, they
Oh
said they were
no,
supposed to close like a week ago.
yeah, basically, I think Carol just has like permissions to keep things kind
Oh,
of going.
she's probably just finishing up stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
like
one's
Yeah.
gonna take the
Yeah.
space at this
Oh,
point
okay.
of the year. So,
Okay.
um, but yeah, no, so it is really weird. The office is empty. I mean, everything's gone. It does not feel like an office.
Oh, did
It
they
just,
move
Wait,
all the
you're still
5,000
going you're
Rapidash?
still there?
yeah, I am.
What?
Yeah, I am.
Tanner,
What
Yeah,
are you
no.
doing there?
what
Well,
are
no,
you
Do
Carol
you
doing
have
still
work to
wants
do?
my help for a few more weeks.
for
Okay.
a
So, like,
few more hours?
yeah,
Tanner,
basically. So, yeah, I guess we're just finishing up a few last tasks now, and I guess I'm helping her with that whatever she needs to finish up before the center is truthfully
okay.
closed or whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Tanner, let
So,
us know so we can walk by and press F to pay respect.
Exactly.
do it.
But yeah,
We'll just go up to the door and
Yeah.
like we'll print out an F,
yeah,
post on the door.
yeah. We'll just all sign F.
Yeah. F.
Yeah. You know, Tanner, Larry, have you been paying attention to the news?
I'm kind of a little bit, no, just,
I have.
You
I've been into
see
the news every day.
you see
but I don't think
the
Reddit is a good source of news.
sometimes it is when they but the college
Mm,
application bust that happened.
mm.
You know about this,
Yeah.
Larry?
I do
A
know
little
a
bit.
lot about
Hold
this.
on. I'm getting a call from my mother.
Oh
And
no. All right.
fine point. I'll be
Take your
back.
call.
Alright.
Take the call. Just say something when you get back.
Take the
Take
call.
the call. Take the call.
Take the call.
This is the interesting part about the live show, Tanner.
Uh,
Is
It's live things. Live.
yeah.
Live.
Live things happen and we
The
can't
show
edit
must
that
go
out.
on.
Yeah. So let's hold on to that thought, cause then we'll have to catch him up again. On top of
Okay.
catching him up.
Well, all right. In this time, I'll give a little shout out promo of ATP tennis. Yeah,
Tanner,
anyone who likes tennis needs to watch Federer Nadal tomorrow, 12:10 p.m. According to
Hey.
what it is now, times might change. Check your browser.
Check your browse.
But
Tanner.
anyway, you know, these are the two best players in tennis history. Obviously that those do not include Djokovic or Murray or anybody else, because Federer and Nadal are by far the best in history.
By far the best.
So just you gotta watch them. You never know how many more times they'll play, and they're both still playing pretty well. So everyone watch it.
Nice. Tanner, do you have a water cooler at home or do you just drink out of water bottles?
Oh no, we got a purifier. You know, one of
Ah,
those little, like the
like the one you put on
attached
your
to the
faucet
sinks.
or your sink?
What?
The one you attach to the sink?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. How about you?
I use water dispensers. I go to Water and Ice and can buy the gallons.
Oh, I see.
I fill them up.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, he's
All
back.
right, very nice.
It's okay.
Mom just wants to know what I was up to.
What'd you tell her?
I mean, or like she just wanted me to ask if like I wanted to go home for dinner
Ah,
tomorrow.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. I thought she was like, "You want to come home now?" And you're
Yeah,
like,
that'd be
"I'm
kind of late dinner if I can.
uh,
Yeah.
you're I could just imagine the response. I'm on an internet show.
You wanna watch? Me
Yeah,
talk to my friends.
yeah. You can hear me catch up.
I guess.
There's
live.
there's 2 pictures of me, but none of them are recent.
Oh my goodness. Where do you find that bottom picture? I'm so confused.
That was on your Facebook wall. I just cut
Okay.
out your face. Originally,
I
Okay.
didn't even notice that. That's
that
beautiful.
picture is from like 2 years ago, Tanner, 2 or 3.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least I think 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it was from when we were doing our one of our programs for our Prime, and we had just finished the showcase part where the kids tell us about what they learned, and we were like, Shoja was like, let's take a selfie. And
I see.
the thing I'm holding is my phone because um during the presentation, like the introductions, one of the professors just had this great professional picture. Like,
Mhm.
Tanner remembers.
Mhm. Yeah.
It was just it was a smile, but it was like I could feel if it got to the right places on Reddit, it would be the next big meme.
Mm.
So I had a picture of him. So we, we were like, all right, let's take a picture. I'm like, we gotta include the boy. We gotta include our professor.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
but so I was like, man, Larry wasn't there at the time. So how do I fix this? I should cover up the professor. Larry
Oh
could
my
be the
goodness.
professor.
That's beautiful. I love that.
My favorite is it looks like we're all just photoshopped on top of each other.
Mhm. Yeah. No,
Like,
I don't know. I don't
Right.
know how Shojin took this photo, but it was like
yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Just
What
because,
a
like,
quality picture.
Yifan in the back just looks like, just looks
Yeah.
like, hey guys, I'm here. I exist.
Hello.
Wait, wait, is Larry getting a call again?
What?
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
thought
good.
What's
you
up?
said lol. I thought you said hello. I was like, oh, we got a vamp again?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, he's here. He's here.
All right.
Okay. Tanner, what do you want to talk about? Oh wait, no. We're still
We want to get to the
yeah.
topic.
Yeah, we're still on
Topic of the week.
yeah. It's
Oh,
a
right.
Flash
bunch of
that in all caps across the screen. Topic of the week.
okay, a bunch of rich, or we'll say wealthy individuals and celebrities with wealth were caught basically paying for their kids to get into like Ivy League and
Yeah, I heard they were
hard to get
like
into colleges.
bribing like professors and stuff to like let them
Yeah.
in.
So
Mhm.
I saw a BBC report that said they went as far as to fake sports teams in sports leagues so they had extracurricular activities, and the parents would set up photo sessions to fake them going to sporting events.
What?
And
I
one of the
mean,
big people that got caught was Lori something. She was the cool aunt in Full House.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, her name, yeah, it's like Lori. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's like Lori something. And
I,
yeah,
there's honestly the one thing of the 5 million things I don't understand about this scandal is most of these people are wealthy enough that their kids could probably easily live out their lives in relative luxury
yeah,
without ever having to work again.
yeah,
Like, why are you trying to bribe to get them into any college? Just let them get into whatever they want to get
yeah.
into
My favorite was
or can get into.
yeah, my favorite was the cool aunt from Full House. There was video of her where she's getting interviewed next to her daughter, and she's like, you know how we raise our kids. We're not like, oh, you need to get all A's. We're like, just go through life. Like we're
huh,
not pushing for all straight A's.
Mhm.
just want us to live.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah,
ASU got some good publicity through this thing,
yeah,
though, right?
yeah.
Did we?
It's
Yeah.
I assumed it's because we're easy enough to get into that no one put the effort to do this.
No,
I see.
it was in a court document. ASU was like in the document. Apparently, one of the people said like they didn't want their student to end up going to ASU or something like that.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah,
This is a great school.
ASU is a great New American University,
Yeah.
guys.
But I just assumed ASU was like, hey, we'll take
Hey.
anyone. So they weren't affected by this bad news. But yeah,
Oh my goodness.
it was a very interesting thing because I found out about this at work. I had finished
Mhm.
work early. It was like 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
and someone was like, "Yeah, I finished work." So they were on like they went through their news cycles. So they're on like Fox News, BBC, CNN,
Oh, okay.
and they found this and it popped up, and they were like, "Yeah, the," and it was just hilarious like how bad it was. There were some of the parents were getting their kids to fake or like for SAT and ACT, they would pay coaches
Wait.
to coach them how to cheat, and they were like, just tell them your special needs
Wait.
so you
What?
can get more time on your standardized tests, stuff like that.
You can what? That's
Apparently,
Yeah, there's
yeah,
actually illegal.
yeah, it was a bunch of not ethical things, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
Like
imagine like they're paying this coach, and the coach is just like terrible, like very unethical. So they were like, just have your kid walk up if they're failing the test and just be like, I need more help. So something like ridiculous like that.
but
That's what
like
I was
you could have
imagining.
spent all that money on making sure your kid actually
Yeah,
can take the ACT,
Yeah.
yeah,
SAT.
or like get some
Like
tutors.
yeah, like you
No.
spent so much money. Like there's so much better ways to parent your kid
Yeah,
than bribe the teachers around them. So
Yeah. I mean,
yo,
also people were saying,
You know what's my favorite part? Those kids, they get people to cheat on them on the SAT, and they get 1,800.
what?
yeah,
Some quality.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, I feel like we all knew that this happened, but it's just the IRS knows now.
Yeah.
Or and like
I
Or,
mean,
like it's
governments
public
know.
now.
Yeah, it's
the,
like
the
documented.
the
Yeah.
news people were saying these parents should have just donated $3 million above ground, like in the news, to a college. Their kid would have just gotten in. No one would have batted an eye. Just do it the right way.
Yeah.
One of my friends said he was gonna watch the podcast, so I sent him a link, and he's like, "I'm at the gym right now," and I said, you just gotta pump and podcast, okay?
Yeah,
Pump that
promo it.
iron,
Promo it.
pump that iron while you podcast."
Oh my god, that'd be so hard. You're like you can't talk while you're like actually like lifting.
Oh no, just watch. I'm like, they probably have Wi-Fi.
Maybe yeah.
He goes to EOS.
Yeah, I also go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
really great.
back to the topic at hand. Yeah, but when I saw that, I'm like, you could have just spent like 10% more and been like, yeah, we're donating this. We're donating this.
Oh my goodness.
But
It's
very
just so
interesting.
not worth it.
Yeah. The
Just
the
teach your kids.
the best
Actual
part is
things.
like schools like USC and Harvard are now cracking down on all these people. So they're going case by case and checking on the kids, and if they're like failing academically, that's a red flag. So it'll be funny when we hear the reports of them like disgraced actor paid $500,000 for child to flunk out of college. It's gonna be some great
Quality.
headlines.
No winners. No winners.
Yeah. All right.
Just things are happening.
Yeah. Hey Larry,
Yo.
Do you do no meat Fridays during Lent?
I do not.
Ah.
That's impossible. Actually, that's not. It's okay.
Because
If it's just Fridays, like whatever. But I don't.
how it was explained to me was that was a more Catholic thing.
That is a very Catholic thing.
But yeah, I just remember people are like, "Why do you do that?" And I'm like, "It's the easier version of what's supposed to be, because it's supposed to be like the whole 40 days. You're not supposed to." And then the
Yeah.
Catholic Church was like, "Man, why aren't we getting more participation?" They're like, "Lower the bar."
I mean, like, um, Lent and like fasting, it's like a time like so it's like 40 days before Easter,
Yeah.
right? And it's just supposed to be a time where like you focus on God or whatnot, and
Yeah.
like you try to spend your time like I guess like not eating meat
Yeah.
to like pray and stuff. And like for me, like I was actually I wasn't planning to do Lent, but like for me, Lent is just fasting,
Ah,
and
okay.
I was planning on doing a fast anyways, but not like a food fast. So
Ah,
right now I'm
okay.
doing a video game fast.
Ah, oh
So I
yeah.
haven't played games since like
Yeah.
so like a week and a little bit. But like I was planning just gonna do it for 2 weeks. So we'll see if I want to go all the way through or like just lower bar of like what games or like how much time like limit how much time I can play or whatever. And like actually it's been really good for me just like fasting.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Tanner, you're not religious. Do you know anything about Lent and
I
that
do know
all?
about the concept of Lent and the time frame, but
Cause
no, other than that,
cause
no.
non-religious people know Mardi Gras and Easter.
Yeah, I know the connection between Mardi Gras, Lent, and then Easter. So,
Wait, I do not know this connection.
Basically,
oh
Mardi Gras
yeah,
is like the day before Ash Wednesday,
Okay.
and it's like carnival down in Brazil. It's supposed to be like you party out and you do all the bad things before you start your fast.
Not sure I agree with this. How, and like
It
how this
it's
works.
like you get all the negative energy or you get all like that, that crazy out. I don't
I
agree with it,
guess.
but it's just it always ends up like that.
All
mhm.
right. Whatever they want.
But
Another excuse to
that's
have a party.
that's generally what non-religious people
Mhm.
know about like if they know of it like Ash Wednesday and like the beginning of Lent, they're like, that's the day after Mardi Gras.
I guess yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, Lent to me is just time of fasting to focus on God more.
yeah, it's an interesting one because I know I had in middle school a couple friends who were like the Christian kids, and they
Yeah.
were like they weren't Catholic, so when it came around, they were like, yeah, we're not supposed, or they're like, we don't practice it, but the hip new pastor was like, yeah, you guys should try it sometime. So
Yeah. Like it's still like even though like technically it's a Catholic thing,
mhm.
it's not like
The
it's something.
concept is a good thing to
Yeah, the concept's a
practice. Yeah.
good thing, and like honestly, like mine just happened to fall on Lent.
Ah, okay.
Like I was like, I'm gonna do a like I was talking to a friend about it. Like I'm gonna do a fast, or I'm probably gonna do this. They're like, oh, you can start tomorrow. Lent starts tomorrow. I was like, wait, what? Like I didn't even know. And then
Nice.
it's I was like, all right, this is fine. Like we can. This fits really well, right? It's like it just happened to fall in this time.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Tanner, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to quickly ask, who's your favorite 2020 candidate?
Dude, my favorite
I don't
2020
know what's
candidate
happening with
is
that.
Joe Exotic.
Come
He's
on,
got a
man.
tiger reserve. He
Come on,
owes money
man.
to some dude down the street, but he's never gonna pay it back.
Yeah. What's going on with
He's got a
2020 election?
boyfriend, and he's not afraid of it. But
Yo,
So
don't.
for
the
but for real,
yeah.
the 20 people are already concerned about the 2020 candidates.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
that's
absolutely.
normal.
yeah, a lot of people are starting to pop up like
Getting close.
Beto
yeah,
O'Rourke.
yeah, Beto O'Rourke from Texas. You got
He's in.
Yeah.
and everyone's waiting on Joe Biden. I know
Yeah.
I am.
Bernie
What a
Sanders is
legend.
back at it again. I don't.
Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren.
Oh,
A bunch of the Democrats
what
are
the?
trying to are going early on announcing
Yeah, if you
early
Okay.
thought the
relative to
2016
yeah
Republican field
yeah
was big,
it's
watch out for the
yeah
2020 Democratic
I
field.
think at this point it's at like 20 already, 20 people just from the Democrats.
It's massive, yeah. But
So
anyway, I
Oh,
wanted to
dang.
hear any thoughts on in your guys' head.
I have no
uh
idea what's going on.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you, Larry.
Larry is not a political person, which might be good for his mental health. but as for me, I voted for Bernie every time I could.
Okay.
I know
Bernie.
Tanner doesn't agree with everything
No, I
he
don't.
says, but I I'm leaning towards him out of all the people, cause like he's pretty consistent with what he believes. He's not, he doesn't just
Yeah.
like, oh man,
You.
where am I getting my political brownie points? He's just like, dude, why can't America be better? You know?
Yeah.
And he's been
Thank you
like
for
that
your
for the last
opinion,
30
Jason.
years. So I'm like, that's pretty consistent. I don't think he's gonna win, but I think whoever, like, he's gonna have a more presence before we get like the final Democrat in the general election. So
Okay.
I'm looking at who he supports and like
Okay.
who tries
Yeah.
to ally with him early on.
All
But I
right.
think
Thank
it's
you for your
yeah
opinion,
yeah I
Jason.
think it's a little too early because it's like in 2016 we had like Mike Huckabee and all those people, and you're like, this guy's never gonna win anything. He's not gonna win
Yeah.
his local votes. So yeah, so there's a bunch of people who like they're just gonna kind of be there. They're gonna waste a bunch of money,
Mhm.
and they're not gonna have any impact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's a little too early to call the trigger on we should discuss who, you know? 'Cause,
Who's
yeah, there's
gonna
just gonna be a bunch of wasted money. They're
actually
gonna
be
be like,
useful?
dude, I support this, and then you're gonna get like 10 people that are like, yeah, make everything free, and then they're just gonna go away. But yeah, I'm excited for 2020 though. It feels like more people are getting involved at all levels of politics.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
which is a good thing, because you want public discourse and you want more people educated on politics. The only thing I'm concerned about is round two of the echo chambers where they're like, and like tribalism where they're like, dude, you know, my guy's got all the good ideas, instead of like, you know, hey, like 6 or 7 of these people have good ideas. Let's all work together to get the most of those out there. So that's the only concern I have going into 2020, is that like there's gonna be 20 Democratic candidates and most of them aren't gonna be psychotic. They're gonna be
Yeah.
pretty reasonable. So I feel like that's gonna splinter a lot of different groups. So like
Quite possibly. Yeah.
in theory, even if the Democrats have a higher voting block, which they usually don't, I don't think, like that might fracture. And salty people are salty, so gotta watch out for that. That's my current thoughts on the 2020 campaign election.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, last topic. That's what Larry wanted to talk about, anime.
I
I
love anime.
have I don't think I've been watching anime. Yeah, no, I have technically. Oh wait. Are you considering Japanese animation or like Western definition of anime where it's or like Western
Uh,
definition of anime or just any kind of animation?
I was just thinking like Japanese
Oh yeah, I haven't watched
animation,
any of that.
but I haven't like watched too much recently.
Okay.
Like or like I haven't like I've definitely slowed down a lot from what I
Yeah.
used to watch, but I have been watching like Monogatari series and like
Okay.
um I'm working. It's so good, and
Yeah.
even though there's like fan service for days, like it it just like shows mental health in like a different light, and like that's why I like it a lot, and like talks about these different issues in like such a interesting way. And like, it describes it in such an interesting way. Um, and then of course I'm watching Land Illustrious now, or um, shoot, what's the Japanese name? I forgot.
Hoseki no Kuni.
Yeah, Hoseki no Kuni. There we go. I don't know why. I don't know why you know that. I'm watching the show, but yeah, Hoseki no Kuni. It's just about a bunch of gems and a bunch of rocks, and they're trying not to die.
Oh, cool.
I'm halfway through it right now. Y- I was watching it before we started this thing, and I'm not done with my episode. But it's just like there's this useless gem, fossil velate or whatever, and like she's literally useless. She's clumsy. She makes trouble for everyone. Like she's like, "What's the meaning of life? Like what do I do?" They're like immortal too. So she's like the youngest one. Like, what do I do in my life? She's useless. And then, like it's just her like trying to figure it out. And like as the anime goes on, like things change and like you learn about like more about this world and like what's going on. And it's just like even though like a lot of times like her introspecting and like her like trying to figure out her life out, or like her trying to like help other people but messing up and like getting back and trying again. It's like really inspiring. And it's like oh, like this person is like trying to figure something out. And there are some really good lines. Um, yeah,
Nice.
what a quality anime.
Cool. I ask because like the people who make Ruby, they
Yeah.
have a mech show called Genlock, and
Okay.
I've watched like the first episode. There's only I think the current it's like a brand new show, and like the current season just ended I think, and there's like 8 episodes, so I have to finish that. But that's what I was wondering.
David is also getting it.
Wait,
It's
what?
very it's very the show is oh wait Yifan is being very loud. Thanks Yifan, cutting us off. But yeah, Genlock is like I guess how I describe it is like Gundam slash Power Ranger inspired, where like this this group is taking over America and they use like nanite technology or something like that, and a lot of the military technology is like completely useless. So like this new scientist came up with like these mech suits that you implant your mind into, and like that technology can fight them. And yeah, it's very interesting. It's got a lot of like very well-known people voice acting it. It's not like in-house talent like with Ruby. It's got like Michael B. Jordan as like the lead. It's
Oh,
got
what?
like David Tennant who played Doctor Who at one point as like one of the scientists. It's
Oh,
got
so they got like actual people.
yeah, they got like one of the like most famous Japanese voice actors for a character that's Japanese, and he mostly speaks in Japanese, but everyone else just understands him.
See,
Yeah,
that
and
reminds me.
yeah.
Land of the Lustrous is also in CGI.
Oh, cool.
So like, it's such a weird animation at the beginning,
Yeah.
but you get used to it, and like the gems are so pretty with the CGI, so I don't mind it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to watch more before next week and come back to you with more info. It's the premise is very interesting, but it's like I don't know that much about it. Any Tanner, when you watching
Yeah,
anything?
I'm sitting over here. I'm doing yes, yes, yes.
Tanner,
You know me. If it's not live action anime, I don't know anything about it. So
Tanner, you watching any live action anime?
no, I'm not
Any new
actually.
stuff? Aw, darn. All right.
I have a perfect
I
weekend.
mean, the only other thing I've been watching is Japanese Power Rangers, old seasons that everyone's like, this thing's amazing. I'm like, dude, you're right. Because one season, I was like, I know nothing about. There was no Power Rangers. There's no American adaptation for it, so I know nothing about it. I binged 50 episodes in like 5 days. It was the greatest week ever. So I'm looking for more of those.
That's good, yeah.
So yeah, man. I feel like I think we got through everything we wanted to talk about this
I
week.
Yeah.
think we did.
Any final thoughts, Tanner, Larry?
I've got nothing today.
I'm good for now.
Tanner's got nothing for a while.
Yeah, I'll see you all in May.
All right.
Oh shoot. Okay, goodbye, Tanner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Larry and I will go back to doing two people. Maybe we'll get Eve on
Maybe we'll see.
or other people in. We'll probably start earlier since Tanner won't be on.
We'll
But
see
yeah,
what I'm up to.
hopefully we'll stick to this Friday night live stream, and then for YouTube, I'll get it on Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
That sounds-
I'll let's see. Tanner, should I cut out the vamping section and all that?
Vamping section?
You know,
What's that?
when Larry had to go answer the phone and we were just talking.
I mean, you could. It's whatever you want.
You
All
can
right.
leave it.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
All right. Well, that's episode 20.
All right.
Good stuff.
Good job, guys.
All right.
We're done.
All right.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
All right. And I will end the stream.